Welcome to another episode of Dunk, Baby. We talk mostly basketball. Today we talk about Kyrie being villainized and Draymond's interesting Twitter feed. Kyrie has voiced his concerns about starting up again. You know what I mean? He's saying we'll be shifting the conversation a little bit from social reform and doesn't think we should necessarily start the league back up. And people are on him online. I think Kyrie has a point if we're being honest. How do y'all feel about this?
One of the things I was fortunate enough to get to work on before, during quarantine was I got to interview several of the guys who put together his Uncle Drew movie. And kind of the big takeaway I had was everyone, both Lil Rel and the gentleman who wrote the movie, went out of their way to be like, let me just say how smart and well-meaning Kyrie is. Well-intentioned, and just what an intelligent, thoughtful guy he is. I think it's good that there is this conversation around it. And I really respect that he's kind of the guy standing out here taking a lot of the trash people are throwing at him. I want the league to come back, but I understand.
Look, man, Kyrie was voted one of the VPs of the NBA Players Association, so obviously guys rock with him and respect him. I'm not really rolling with the way the media tried to spin it as if Kyrie was trying to lead this big dissension. I think if you looked at the context of his quotes, he was basically saying that he was rocking either way. If he had to give up everything to focus on social injustices and do that, he would do it. But also he wanted, the NBA is a family. He wants everybody to come together and address all the grievances. And I think from the outside, we've been talking about this for the past couple weeks. Going to Orlando and playing, to me, doesn't sound like the best idea. You're going to take the entire NBA, all that the NBA has to offer, and send them to Florida. Like we know what's cracking in Florida. I think they're talking about this bubble, but it's not really a bubble if it has holes in it and people can come in and out. I'm sure they're going to be fans of a lot of these dudes trying to run up on them, whatever. So all it takes is one sneeze to really ruin it for everybody.
I think, Kyrie's interesting. I think he proposes questions. He wants people to think outside of the box. I don't know if he necessarily believes everything he's saying. You know what I'm saying? But in this situation, I believe what he's saying is factual. You know what I'm saying? It's based upon facts. And here's the facts when it comes to financially too. Like $1.2 billion will be lost in player salary. You know what I'm saying? Which I think they said was a 35% hit or something like that. CBA would have to be renegotiated. You know what I'm saying? That means BRI is probably dropping because the owners have the leverage. And then there's a $2 million loss for the league as a whole. And with that, Kyrie will take a hit too. I'm hearing reports that, even players like top tier players might have to, if the percentages are renegotiated, they would be taking a hit financially too and have to maybe even give money back to the league.
Do you think there's more power in them having more money to finance activism and campaigns by playing, taking the full check, and doing with it what they want than they would if they didn't get all the money that they got? Does that make sense?
I mean, here's what I'll say about all this, and what really troubles me as a black man in America. It feels like every time there's a problem in the world, everybody expects black men to go save the world and go figure it out and go do all these things. These dudes did not create racism. Them not playing is not going to erase racism. What's going to erase racism is not the players boycotting or doing that type of stuff. It's the owner stepping up. And so far in the league, only one owner has really stepped to the plate, and that's Michael Jordan, with some type of contribution to the black community to help to address these issues going on. A lot of people have been silent, but I'm tired of seeing black men always being pushed to the forefront. Like they want LeBron to save everything. Like LeBron's supposed to cure everything going on in China. He's supposed to fix racism. Kyrie's supposed to do that. That's not what these guys are supposed to do. I'm tired of these dudes being forced to be the ones that have to figure it all out. Like until the white people that are running the country and have all the bread step up to the plate and say, we're trying to improve these things, they're not really going to change.
This week, Draymond got a little sloppy with his likes, slapped a like on a tweet pertaining to Ayesha Curry that was not kind to her. What did you guys think when you saw it? What is he doing?
I really don't have any explanation for why Draymond would do this other than he's trying to start some stuff. Because, look, you got the Ayesha Curry hashtag on it. It's clowning her. He liked it even when it was called out. It was still up for several hours. I remember, Dunk Bay posted it. Like, I know we like to joke around and crack jokes on NBA Twitter and stuff, but this really felt like Draymond kind of taking sub shots at Steph and his boo, and it's like, yo, dog.
I mean, you got to be more careful when it comes to that type of stuff, man.
When I found the tweet, it had 1 retweet and 11 likes. And one of those 11 was Draymond? Like, how did he find it?
If you're clowning my boo and hashtagging my boo, come on, dog, that's fade time.
And the thing we know about Steph, you know what I'm saying? Steph might not be big, he might not be the toughest, but he ain't afraid to fight.
Shimmy on you, he'll give you the woo-woo.
All right, so that's in the Dunk Bait. I'm Jethro Jenkins.
King Josiah 54.
I'm Zach Schwartz. Dave Chappelle put something out. It's 27 minutes. Go watch all of it. It was incredible. Have a good weekend.
Yes.